Let's look at do-it-yourself money. I mean, if you want to do energy and spaceship and DNA, it may cost you money. So you can also do your money. Now, this is a bit complicated here. How many of you have heard of Bitcoin? A few. Okay. Bitcoin is not a joke anymore. When it all started, people believed that Bitcoin is a joke because what Bitcoin said, we are going to have our own democratic person-to-person money, digital currency. We don't need banks. We don't need credit companies. We don't need governments. If you're generating value, we'll recognize that, we'll share that value. So this is do-it-yourself money. Funny enough, to generate Bitcoin, you need energy. You need to do calculations. By doing those calculations, you get credit for the calculations and you're being awarded with Bitcoin. And I felt immoral to generate my own Bitcoin by connecting my Bitcoin rig, my mine, to the electricity bill. So this is why I'm also building the solar tree. The solar tree will connect to the Bitcoin rig. This will create money. The money will be injected. By the way, today there is an exchange rate between Bitcoin, which is a democratic person-to-person digital currency, and euro and dollars, whatever. You can also start, and some businesses are accepting Bitcoins already. So yes, we can do it-yourself money, education, biology, space, printing. The last one I'm going to share with you is do-it-yourself funding. Have you heard about Kickstarter? The VCs in the US are really terrified of that because they believe this is the new, vehicle to raise funds for innovation. And not necessarily by you investing in a company, by you becoming a customer of the company, and by that, enabling the creation of the company. So look at this example, for example, the 3D printer. They wanted to raise $100,000 to start this project. So they went on Kickstarter and they asked for $100,000. If you chose to support that innovation, you would get a printer or a badge or whatever recognition. They raised over $2 million in contribution. And they are building those printers, and in December they're going to have a big party giving the first printers out. So that was do-it-yourself funding for amazing innovation. Should we be concerned? Should we be concerned? I mean, you look at biology, 3D printing, you look at computing, you look at AI. Should we be concerned about hacked DNA, evil terrorist viruses, and by the way, not computer viruses, but real viruses, printed guns, hacked money, criminals in the darkness, robots taking our jobs? Should we be concerned? What do you think? Should we be concerned? Yes, we should. Technology always comes with something. Yes, we should be concerned, but I can tell you what is my next do-it-yourself project that I've started this autumn. I'm planting strawberries. This is Asian technology, by the way. We have been doing it for many years, and I'm going to plant strawberries this coming autumn. So, we have seen so many things, but my feeling is that we haven't even seen, that we saw nothing yet. This is not yet fully democratized, but I'd like to share with you some more ideas about innovation in the future. Think about a world with no human drivers. No drivers. We should not drive our cars. It's the same way that we should not drive our airplanes. We will not drive our airplanes and our cars pretty soon. So the autonomous cars. Think about colonies on Mars. Think about artificial intelligence, which is smarter than most of us. And it's becoming we are really getting there. Have you heard about Watson? You should, I mean, they invested so many zillions of dollars in Watson PR. You should have heard of it. I mean, it's an IBM, I know, it's a competition, but Watson has just become the world champion in Jeopardy, okay? When they asked IBM, so what? So now we are the world champions in Jeopardy. What will you do with that? They said, we are going to assist medical doctors to take smart decisions. What they meant is we are going to replace medical doctors, okay? The same way that we are going to replace the drivers We don't need drivers. Carbon-based drivers are really bad drivers. They kill 1 million people a year. I don't know if you heard that. I mean, we allowed carbon creatures to drive our cars. They kill 1 million people a year. With robots, it will be way less than that. So drivers, medical doctors. Have you heard about the mind-reading Berkeley mind-reading devices? It's not really mind-reading. They just connect a few electrodes to your skull. Now they show you a film, and they read the electrodes, and they see, more or less, bad resolution. They see the movie over there. So actually they can read they can at least get a picture out of your thoughts. Whatever you think or see, they'll see it on the screen. You go to sleep, you wake up in the morning, you go to your computer, you download a disk with your dreams. Okay? Think about the applications. This is one of the most innovative, amazing projects going on right now. It's a collective human effort to map our connectome. The same way we mapped our DNA and we try to understand our genes, we're now trying to do the following. Let's take an individual and a piece of paper and start taking notes. That neuron is connected to that neuron, that one is connected. Make the whole list. It's a long list. But once we made the whole list of your connectivity, of your connectome, of your brain connectivity, all we have to do right now is copy it to iPhone 8 and let the iPhone 8 run it. A very ambitious project. So with that, I'd like to thank you, and hopefully I encouraged 2 thoughts here today. One, that innovation is positive, must. That technology is our savior in a way, if I may say it in this way. And 2, that it is becoming more and more an individual game and responsibility, and that we are all playing part of it, not just the big corporations. Maybe that's not the right message for an EMC Innovation Day, but I would encourage you to think about the individuals who are going to use technology, innovate with technology, and enjoy the outcome of technology. Thank you very much.
Wow.